Stop. Just stop. Every single piece of content, every notification, every conversation is an attack on your focus, on your clarity, on the very core of who you are meant to become. You feel it, don't you? The constant low-grade anxiety, the feeling that you're busy but achieving nothing. For the next few minutes, I'm going to tell you why the single most productive thing you can do right now is disappear. The average person checks their phone 344 times a day. We are the most connected generation in history, and yet we are the most distracted. We're not suffering from a lack of motivation. We're suffering from chronic stimulus addiction. We've trained our brains to crave the cheap, easy hit of a social media notification, a burst of dopamine that shuts down the deeper, slower, more meaningful work of the prefrontal cortex. The promise. There is a way out. It's a strategy used by philosophers, artists, and peak performers for centuries, and it's called monk mode. This isn't just a digital detox. This is a complete, intentional withdrawal from the world to achieve hyper-focus, neurochemical reset, and deep, profound self-mastery. And by the end of this video, you will have the exact non-negotiable rules to execute your own. When I first discovered this concept, I was trapped in what I call the treadmill of achievement. I was getting up at 5 a.m., working 12-hour days, checking off every task, but I felt like my best work, my meaningful work, was perpetually delayed. I was writing 3 average articles a week, but the book I dreamed of was stuck at page 10. I hit a wall. I decided to disappear. For 30 days, I went full monk mode. I told my closest friends I wouldn't be answering calls. I locked every social media app behind a cold storage vault. The first week was pure hell. My brain was screaming for stimulation, for the tiny hits of distraction it was used to. I felt bored, anxious, and overwhelmingly lonely. But then, the switch flipped. The mental friction disappeared. The noise subsided. By week 3, I was writing 5,000 words a day. Not only did I finish the book, but the quality of my thinking, my ability to hold complex ideas in my mind, felt physically stronger. The withdrawal was the mechanism. The transformation was the reward. This is why extreme withdrawal is a psychological necessity. Let's get scientific. Why does this work? It's not magic. It's a controlled neurochemical reset. Point 1. Dopamine receptor sensitivity. Your brain's reward system runs on dopamine, which binds to receptors. Constantly checking your phone down-regulates your D2 receptors. Think of it like a volume dial stuck at maximum. Everything feels meh. Monk mode is a forced dopamine fast. By eliminating all the cheap, high-reward stimuli, social media, constant entertainment, you allow your D2 receptors to upregulate. When you return to your deep work, the satisfaction is amplified, and the work feels good again. Point 2. The default mode network, DMN. The DMN is the part of your brain that activates when you are not focused on a task, the daydreaming, self-referential network. Most people see the DMN as a weakness, but it's the engine of creativity, planning, and self-reflection. It's where your mind connects disparate ideas, but you cannot access it if you are constantly inputting external data. Monk mode clears the input channels, giving the DMN the quiet space it needs to solve your biggest problems on its own. You're not isolating to escape. You're isolating to think better. This is where most people fail. They try casual monk mode. It doesn't exist. The power is in the extremity. You must commit to a non-negotiable withdrawal for a fixed period. Start with 7 days. Aim for 30. Here are the 5 non-negotiable rules of monk mode. Rule 1. The information lockdown. You cut all non-essential passive information consumption. This means 0 social media, 0 news, 0 streaming Netflix, video games. If the content is designed to entertain or distract, it's out. You are only allowed content that directly supports your goal. Rule 2. The communication firewall. You set a single communication window per day, max 30 minutes, for essential family, huge work calls only. Texting is eliminated. Group chats are muted. You communicate the rule to your essential contacts. I am in a period of intentional focus. I will check messages at 7 p.m. Assume all other times are non-emergency. Rule 3. The single objective system. You must enter monk mode with one primary goal, not 3, not 10, 1. Is it finishing the first draft of your novel? Is it learning a difficult programming language? Is it the core work for a business launch? All other non-essential tasks are secondary. Your isolation is the weapon, and your goal is the target. Rule 4. Mandatory physicality. The isolation must be balanced with movement. This is not about sitting stagnant. Every day you must have an hour of focused, high-intensity physical activity. A long run, a hard lift, a hike. The body is the foundation for the brain. This is your release valve for the accumulated mental energy. Rule 5. The analog sanctuary, the ultimate test. For the most extreme focus, I challenge you to go fully analog for the first 3 days. All notes taken by hand. No Google searching for non-essential information. Use books. Use your own thoughts. Resensitize yourself to the deliberate act of looking something up rather than reflexively tapping a screen. If you can follow these 5 rules, you won't just be more productive. You will have structurally changed how your mind processes reality. What does this look and feel like on the other side? Benefit 1. Time dilation. When you are not constantly context switching, you experience what neuroscientists call flow state. A 4-hour work block feels like 45 minutes. You gain back hours of mental energy per day. Benefit 2. The clarity of self-reliance. Isolation forces you to confront your own thoughts and weaknesses. You stop outsourcing your validation to likes and comments. You start building an internal, self-sustaining source of confidence. Benefit 3. The productivity. Tipping point. The first few days are difficult, but around day 4 or 5, you hit a tipping point where the momentum of your focused work exceeds the pull of your distractions. Work becomes easier than being bored. That is true self-mastery. Monk mode is not a life sentence. It is a powerful, temporary tool to achieve deep cognitive repair and output that is impossible in a state of constant connectivity. This isn't about productivity hacks. This is about reclaiming your mind. So, here is the challenge. Look at your calendar right now. Commit to 7 days of monk mode. In the comments below, write your one primary goal and the date your monk mode begins. Put your commitment out into the world. If you are ready to stop being busy and start being effective, if you are ready to witness the profound neurochemical change that deep isolation can bring, then you need to be subscribed to this channel. Because we don't just talk about potential here, we talk about transformation. Hit that subscribe button now and join a community dedicated to intentional living and high performance. Once you're done, go back and watch the intro. Those distractions are waiting for you. Are you going to let them win, or are you ready to disappear? See you on the other side.